Hey guys, it's Amber. So I wanted to do a video on the axolotls now that I'm not quite so frazzled about the axolotl eggs getting delayed and everything. Sorry that was kind of a spazzy video. I was just a little concerned about the eggs and still wanted to put out some kind of video because I said I would, so it was a little short. So I'm going to show you my axolotls, my adults and the babies that have hatched and the eggs. This is Toasted Marshmallow. He is, or she, I'm not really sure, not quite big enough. He is a speckled leucistic, or a dirty leucistic. He's got that cute little speckly face, beautiful long gills, and he came from the axolotl factory. You can see kind of the black down his body and tail. I keep saying he because I hope it's a he. I have two females, and it'd be nice to have another male. But he's up here by himself in an aquarium because he's a little bit smaller than my other three, and I didn't want him to get hurt or eaten or anything like that. I mean, he's not quite small enough to get eaten, but still. So I have him on a fine black sand, and this is just the blasting sand, the diamond blasting sand from Home Depot, or not Home Depot, sorry, Tractor Supply, which I really, really like. It's a little dirty, so definitely rinse it if you do use it, but it's been great. So Little Toasted Marshmallow has been a lot of fun. He's very, very interactive. He's really good at catching pellets when they come down, not like some axolotls I've seen that they kind of hit him in the head. He's in a 20-gallon long right now, just with a little filter. I have some water hyacinth here. That face is just too cute. The axolotl eggs are actually up here. You can kind of see them a little bit better. See their kind of little jelly caps here. And they are in a separate tub. They're just kind of sitting in here just to stay cool. I am doing daily water changes on them, so I did just do a water change, and I separated out about 10 babies that were already hatched, so I can feed them and not have to worry about fouling up the water too much on the eggs. Oh, you see that one move? There's some of them that look like they're absorbing the egg quite a bit, so they'll probably be hatching out here soon. Let's go down here. This is where my other three are. They're all in one shot, look at that. So this is Wonton. You met briefly before. She's an albino. That's Dumpling. She's always really derpy. She kind of always looks like she's dead. At night she likes to float, and she'll just go to the top and do that, just float. Freaks me out all the time, and then I kind of poke her head and she doesn't move and I freak out, but then she swims away and she's fine. That's Marvin back there. I don't know if you guys saw him last time or didn't see him very well. Sorry. Dumpling is a leucistic. Marvin is just a wild type, but he is a really lovely dark with some nice iridophores, so he's really pretty. He's got some really pretty gills too. I got him from West Florida Axolotls. I believe that's correct. I'm sorry if it's not. Wonton came from a friend of mine, actually, and little Dumpling here, who's a little derpy, came from Olympian Exotics, who's a friend of mine. She's great. She's just a little odd. But she is beautiful and healthy and gorgeous anyways. They also have the water hyacinth in here. I do have LED lights. Axolotls don't love the light. They're mainly in here for the plants, but they do have this large pot with lots of shade in most of the tank to get away from the light if they really want to. But most of the time they just kind of hang out in the plants since there's so many of them. And I do have some larger mystery snails in here. Something they can't put in their mouth, so it's pretty safe. They're just too cute, aren't they? Hopefully they'll breed at some point. I think they're just a little bit too small to breed yet, but I'm sure they will when the time is right. I keep them in my bedroom, as I believe I mentioned before. It's the only room that's kind of cold enough to keep them, since they do prefer colder water, about 65. Their water is between 63 and 66 ranging at. And I don't have a chiller or anything like that. I do live in South Florida, so it does get really hot here. I know a lot of the times I hear that, you know, you can't have an axolotl because it gets too hot, And I know that chillers are super expensive, and I know it's expensive to cool a whole house or a whole room. We do have a window unit in here, so they're right next to the window unit, and I just kind of point the vents at them. So that keeps them nice and cool, and I don't have to worry too much about anything expensive. He really is just the cutest, is he not? He's come out of his shell so much, he kind of... Oh, a yawn! Look at that! Oh man, that's adorable. Sorry. It's the first time I've really caught them on camera yawning like that, so that was pretty precious. He's come out of his shell a lot. He hid a lot the first week or so that I had him, and now when he sees me, he comes to the front like this. And I do have some food here for them, so I'm going to grab that. Oops, sorry. One-handing it here. And he sees the red cup that has the food in it. Yes, he does. All right. So this is just a frozen cube, a freshwater frenzy cube. So it has bloodworms and some shrimp and things like that in there. Just give him a little bit of that. Is he going to see it? He may be little, but he will eat the majority of that. And what he does it in a few hours, I will remove, just so it doesn't make the water too yucky for him. Sorry, I know I'm kind of all over. I'm trying to hold the camera and do things, which I'm apparently not so good at. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the babies that did hatch. I'm just going to kind of grab them. I have them kind of over here. There's no light on them, so I don't know how well you're actually going to be able to see them. I guess you can. Probably can't see them super well. Sorry, trying to figure out the best angle here. There they are. So like I said, I had about 10 hatch out. And they do have little gills. They'll develop arms and legs and such soon, in the next month or so. I did have to start my brine hatchery up again kind of quickly because I didn't realize that they were going to have, I was already going to get some that were hatched. Normally it's not a big deal because I'm normally always hatching things for my fish, but I don't have any fish that need it right now, so I was just going to take a hiatus. That's what I get for trying to take a hiatus, I guess. But I do have some vinegar eels that I will be feeding these guys until the brine is ready tomorrow, and then I'll give them some of that. So they're over here kind of on my mini fridge, and it's kind of dark, which they prefer, really. So I'll be doing daily water changes on them as well. Anybody Alien fan? I love that thing. That's kind of their backdrop. One last look at these guys. You know, it's kind of a shorter video, but just kind of wanted to show them off because they're so cute. One more look at Marshmallow. Literally the cutest. Okay. Last look at the little jelly beans. And I'll keep you guys posted on their progress. At least once a week I'll try to do a video for you guys. If I can do more, I will. I've had a little extra time, so I'm trying to do this while I can. I will be out. The 26th is my surgery, so I will be recovering from that for a couple weeks. I'm going to try to do what I can as far as videos, but most of my energy is probably going to be spent on maintenance until I kind of am able to get my bearings back and make videos. But if I'm feeling froggy one day, I will definitely make a video in that time. I'm hoping in about a week or so after the procedure that I'll be okay to do things. I hope I am, because a week after that I'm going to Reefapalooza in Orlando for my work. I work at Algagen, and we raise phytoplankton and zooplankton for saltwater aquariums, so we will be vending there. So if anybody is in the area or going to Reefapalooza, we'll be at Algagen at the booth. You can come find us and see us and say hello. And I'll end that right there on him taking a nice little bite. Alright guys, have a good night.